We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
In this video, we will design a shaft subjected to only bending moment. Now we know that equation of bending is sigma b by y is equal to m by I is equal to E by R. Here sigma b is bending stress, y is the distance of extreme layer from neutral axis, capital M is bending moment, capital I is moment of inertia about the axis of rotation, capital E is modulus of elasticity, and capital R is radius of curvature. But we will use only first two terms, that is sigma b by y is equal to m by I. Now again this theory will be divided in two portions, that is for solid shaft and for a hollow shaft. Now for solid shaft, let us consider one cross sectional area having diameter d. So distance of the extreme layer from neutral axis or axis of rotation, it will be radius r, that is d by 2. So y is equal to d by 2 and I. So for this circular cross sectional area, moment of inertia will be pi by 64 into d raised to 4. Now we have to put this value in the first equation, that is sigma b by y is d by 2 is equal to m by I. Here I is pi by 64 into d raised to 4. By solving this equation, we will get capital M is equal to pi by 32 into sigma b into d cube. In most of the conditions, bending moment and sigma b you will get from the data, so we can find out diameter d. Now for hollow shaft, let us consider this cross sectional area having outer diameter do and inner diameter as di. So distance of extreme layer from neutral axis, it will be outer radius. Here outer radius is RO, it will be DO by 2 and that will be our y. So y is equal to DO by 2 and I. Moment of inertia for this hollow circular section is pi by 64 into outer diameter raised to 4 minus inner diameter raised to 4. Now again we have to repeat the procedure and we have to put the value of y and I in first equation, that is sigma b by y. Here y is do by 2 is equal to capital M divided by I. I is pi by 64 into do raised to 4 minus di raised to 4. So by simplifying this equation, we will get capital M is equal to pi by 32 into sigma b into do raised to 4 minus di raised to 4 by do. In most of the cases, M, sigma b and a relation between do and di will be given. So we can replace any of these two values and find out the other values. Now let us solve one numerical of a shaft subjected to only bending moment. Now in this numerical, as per the data, a pair of wheels of a railway wagon carries a load of 50 kN on each axle box, acting at a distance of 100 mm outside the wheelbase. The gauge of the rails is 1.4 meter. Find the diameter of the axle between the wheels if the stress is not to exceed 100 megapascal. Now here axle is given, it means it will not be subjected to any kind of torque. So only bending stresses will be generated. So sigma B is given. Now from this data, first let us understand by drawing a simple figure. Here sigma B is given 100 megapascal, that is 100 Newton per mm square, and obviously it is a solid shaft, so we will use this equation. Capital M is equal to pi by 32 into sigma B into d cube. As per the data, the wheelbase is 1.4 meter, so distance between these two wheels C and D, it will be 1.4 meter, and axle box is mounted outside the wheelbase at a distance of 100 mm, weighing 50 kilonewton. So this distance will be 100 mm and force applicable is 50 kilonewton on each end. Using this figure, we have to find out the maximum bending moment, that will be our capital M. Now we have to solve this figure by a support reaction numerical. So obviously here we are having the symmetric loading, so both the reactions RC and RD will be same. So RC and RD will be 50 kilonewton, and in terms of Newton it will be 50 into 10 raised to 3. Now at end points we know that bending moment will be 0. So moment at A and moment at B, it will be 0. It means we have to find out bending moment at only two places, moment at C and moment at D. If we consider moment at C, moment means force into perpendicular distance. Force is 50 kilonewton into distance from C. This distance is 100 mm. So it will be 5 into 10 raised to 6 Newton into mm. And if we consider moment at D, then here we are considering from the right hand side of that point. So 50 into 10 raised to 3 into distance again same 100. So 5 into 10 raised to 6 Newton into mm. From these different values of moment around all the points, we are getting the maximum value of bending moment at point C and D. So that will be our M. So MC is equal to pi by 32 into d cube into sigma B. Moment at C is 5 into 10 to the power 6 is equal to pi by 32 as it is. Permissible bending stress is 100 as per the data into d cube. By solving this equation, we will get D is equal to 79.8 mm. So as per the standard size, our final answer will be D is equal to 80 mm.